Thank you, Madam Member. Can you please state your full name for the record?
I am Samantha Morales.
What is your date of birth?
My date of birth is March 10, 1982.
What's your citizenship?
I'm citizen of Chile.
What's your marital status?
I'm married.
What does your husband do in Chile?
He works in a factory.
He works in a factory. Okay. Do you have children?
Yes, I do have children.
How many children do you have?
2.
How old are they?
They're 10 and 12 years old.
What do you do in Chile? What's your work, your employment in Chile?
I work in a landscaping.
Is the full-time work?
Yes, I'm work full-time.
Have you ever visited Canada before?
Yes, I did 2 times.
So you visited Canada 2 times. This is your third time to come to Canada?
That's right.
When was that? When did you enter Canada? Do you remember the time, the date, your previous visits?
I don't remember the exact date, but I came in springtime to work as a seasonal worker.
Which year?
In year 2017 and 18.
So you visited twice, 2017 and 2018.
Yeah.
What type of travel documents did you use to enter Canada before?
Chile passport.
So what type of travel document did you use at this time during your recent visit?
Chile passport again.
The same passport?
Yes, I did.
Do you have any other identity documents?
No, I don't.
So what was the port of entry for your 2 previous visits?
Both time it was Toronto.
So you came through the Pearson International Airport, Toronto?
Yes, both time Toronto Pearson Airport.
So in your previous visits, what was the reason for your visit, for your previous visit through Toronto Airport?
Both time I came to work in Canada as seasonal worker. I was on temporary work permit.
Okay. So you came to work to Canada before?
Yes, I did.
Do you have family or friends in Canada?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell me who they are?
I have my mother, my stepfather, my stepsisters, my aunt. Yeah, my aunt live in Vancouver, and my family, other family members live in Toronto.
So does that mean your mom also lives in Toronto?
Yes, she was living in Toronto.
Mm-hmm. I believe this time you came through the Vancouver airport. Is that correct?
That's right.
What was your reason for your recent visit?
I came to visit my mom. She's at hospital, Vancouver hospital, at her final stage of ovarian cancer.
Okay, how come your mom is in Vancouver hospital? You told me her residence is in Toronto. How come she's in Vancouver hospital?
She was visiting her sister, my aunt Rosa Morales, and during her visit in Vancouver, she got diagnosed with ovarian cancer. She was taken to the Vancouver hospital. That's why she is in Vancouver right now, since then.
Just want to reiterate, so your auntie is living in Vancouver?
Yes, that's my mother's sister.
Okay.
She was visiting her.
So your mom was visiting your aunt, then she was diagnosed. Is that correct?
That's right.
So do they have to rush her to the hospital, to the Vancouver hospital?
Yes.
That's why your mom is now being hospitalized in Vancouver hospital.
That's right.
Okay.
That's why I came to Vancouver.
So who told you your mom was sick?
My aunt, Rosa Morales.
When does she told you?
She told me,
What time? I mean,
yeah,
what time?
she told me on December 10th,
Mhm.
yeah, that your mom is sick, you should come to visit her.
So how did you know? What method did she use to tell you about her sickness? Did she call you? Did she send you an email? What was it?
She sent me a WhatsApp message.
So she WhatsApp you. She used via WhatsApp message. Okay.
That's right.
Mhm. So when you come to the Vancouver airport, were you able to show proof of your mom sick to the airport authorities?
I showed her, I showed the airport authority my WhatsApp message because I didn't have any other proof. They were asking me if I have any letter from the hospital, which I did not because my aunt only sent me message. I saw her message, I got the ticket and got here.
Mhm, mhm. So what other information did the airport authorities found in the WhatsApp message? Something you discussed with your aunt. Did they find anything else in the information you showed them in the WhatsApp?
No, they did not ask any other information. When they asked me the proof what I have for my mother's sick, I showed them my WhatsApp message and I said, it's my aunt sent me message. Then they took my phone and then they went all the messages. Then they were asking me why your aunt sent me message that you should move to Canada. That was sent in July because my aunt just sent me message that how I'm doing, and she was suggesting I should move to Canada, but nothing much. That was that the message they saw, and there was nothing else.
Have you ever discussed about staying your visit permanently in Canada?
Yes, it was with my aunt only. She just discussed that in journal with me that I should move to Canada, and I I basically said I will sure look into it. And because I have school going children, I cannot take the decision right away, but I will look for it.
So was it a general discussion or
It
she
it
asked
it
you during your recent visit that you should stay? What was the discussion?
it was just general discussion. It was just in July, but there was nothing much discussed. It was done through the message only, and no steps were taken afterwards because I don't want to move right away or I don't want to do it that fast. So I may think about it, but not at this time.
So did you have plans to return back to Chile after your visit to your mom?
Yes, I will, certainly, because I have two school going children. My husband is there. I came to see my mother, who is just like on her final stage of cancer. And yeah, I will certainly return um, when I have to return.
So why did you bought only one-way ticket?
When I found out that mom is very sick, and then I was not sure how long I have to stay because this is her final stage of cancer. I want to spend whatever time she have, I want to spend with her. That's why I thought it'd be longer trip, very small. So I will certainly go back, but I was not sure what time I will be going back.
That's why you bought one-way ticket.
That's right. I got one-way ticket. I have funds to buy ticket anytime. Yeah, so I
Just to
can go anytime.
very good. Just to clarify here, you were sure you will return back to Chile, but you were not
Yes,
sure when to return.
that's right. That's
Okay.
right. That's why I got one way.
Mhm. Can you tell me more about your ties in Chile?
I have house in Chile, my two children, my husband. I'm also a member of Women's Club where I do activities. So yeah, and some emergency savings. Yeah.
Do you feel you are well established in Chile?
Yes, so my family, friends, my children, yes, I feel well connected.
Very good. So who is looking after your children now?
My husband, also family members supporting him, and some family friends as well.
So have you ever thought to live in Canada permanently?
Not really, no.
Uh,
I come to work in Canada. I like Canada, but I have not thought of moving yet.
mhm. So what happened at the port of entry when you arrived? Can you tell me the circumstances that led to your detention?
Okay, when I came to airport, they asked me the reason of visit. I told them my mom is sick at Vancouver hospital, and they asked me additional proof, which I didn't have any letter or anything. Then they also took my phone, checking through all the messages. Then they were asking me why you aren't sending me message where it's written you should move to Canada. And they also told me that in my previous visit, I always entered through Toronto airport, and your family and my family also live in Toronto. They didn't believe me that why they they said you don't have reason to Vancouver, come to Vancouver. So they thought I'm lying, and they tried to contact my aunt as well, who was supposed to pick me up. She did not answer. I think that was the main reason. They did not believe what that what I'm saying is true. They said you're lying, you're not being honest.
Can we say, were you nervous?
I was not nervous at first time, but when they keep asking me thing more, same question again and again, and asking me more proof, which I did not. And because I came just like to see my mother, and because I know she's in at her last stage, so I didn't have much proof. I think that's the reason.
Did you cooperate with the airport authorities?
Yes, I tried. I tried to tell them it's nothing I'm hiding, and I think they didn't believe me. Then I start getting a little bit nervous and also a little bit sad because they were not letting me go out of the airport. And then, but I was trying to cooperate with them. I want to go see my mom as soon as possible. That's why I came all the way. And yeah, but I was cooperating all the time.
Do you know your aunt's address in Vancouver?
I don't know her exact address, but before, because I never visit Vancouver before, I knew she lived in Vancouver, but I didn't have right address.
So can we say you were expecting someone to pick you at the airport?
Yes, that's why my aunt sent me message that someone will pick you, but there was nobody to pick me.
So did someone came to pick you up, you couldn't find you, or nobody showed up?
Nobody showed up.
Mhm.
That's why they called my aunt. She didn't pick, so nobody showed up to pick me.
So do you know the reason for your aunt not being able to arrange for a person to pick you up? What was the reason? Why not? Sure.
Later, when I had talked with my aunt, she told me that they were with my mom at ICU, and they could not pick up the phone, and that's why they were not there to pick me up.
So you're telling me the officer at the airport authorities tried to call your aunt? to make?
Yes, they did. She didn't pick up because she was in ICU with my mother.
So then what happened afterwards?
Then afterwards,
Did the what?
then I think they think I was hiding something. I'm coming to work illegally, I think. Yeah, so that's why I was detained.
So do you think the reason for your detention is misunderstanding or the way they perceive the matter? What do you feel?
Yes, I think I was trying to tell them everything true, but they didn't believe me. I think I did not have too much paperwork to show to them. I think that's the main reason of my detention.
So if you are released on bail now on a condition, will you adhere to the conditions of your release?
Yes, certainly I will.
When I say comply with your conditions of the release, there could be some requirements to fulfill, like reporting or attending to hearings, like coming to voluntarily attending to hearings. Will you be able to adhere to the conditions?
Yes, I will.
I have no further questions. Thank you, Madam Member.
Thank you.
You can adjust your video. Right.
This concludes the first part of our assignment. Now the client's counsel is ready for the submission. Dear member, this concludes the first part of our assignment. Now I will do the submission. Samantha Morrell's main reason to come to Vancouver is to visit her mother, who is in ICU at Vancouver General Hospital, being sick with ovarian cancer. Miss Morrell's well established in her home country, Chile. She is married and has 2 school-going children who require her full-time support. Previously, client had been to Canada 2 times for seasonal work permit, but she never overstayed. She worked as a landscaper in her previous visit, which happens in the summer. So winter is not a favorable season to assume that she will work illegally by coming in December. We have her aunt, Mrs. Rosa Morales, who is willing to be very responsible woman to cooperate as a bondsperson. The bondsperson is offering Canadian $5,000. We believe she is not a flight risk and danger to public safety. The client also respects her aunt very much, that we believe she will for sure adhere the conditions. On balance of probabilities, we request the client to be released and allowed an admissibility hearing to be conducted if there is a need for it. We would like to request Madam Member to consider Immigration and Refugee Protection Act Section 58(1)(b) and Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulation Section 244A and to review the evidence and submission accordingly. Thank you, Madam Member.